I am an engineer by training. I went to the University of London to study electronics. I left there to work for the British Broadcasting Corporation. And after 2 years, I decided that life in public service was rather boring. Through Tele2, I met a lot of good friends. It was a great environment, which ended rather sharply. But out of that, I met a couple of people, Mr. Zenstrom and Mr. Fries, who founded a company called Skype. And Skype was the first international IP telephone offering for people to use their computers to talk to each other for free across the whole world. And it was the first commercial, consumer-focused operation for that. And it became very successful very quickly. So in the beginning, we had about 20 people working there. And within 2 years, we had 150 people, mainly engineering. But I was running the business side of it and trying to work out how to make money. And we met then people from the company eBay, the auction house from America, which was also growing very fast, and they wanted to join our services together. So they made a very good offer, and we sold the company to eBay in 2005. So I joined a local investment company in Luxembourg, who has been successful. They were one of the early investors in Skype. So the link is there. I knew the guys through that. One of the partners was on the board of Skype. We operate wallets for people who want to hold cryptocurrencies in their phone, for example. You want to own your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin or your Ethereum or your other tokens. You can have them in our wallet on your phone. That's one thing. It's more like a wallet. The word is wallet, and it's like the pocketbook in your pocket with your cryptocurrencies in it. I've been quite active promoting the idea that investment funds, real estate funds, even physical assets can be split up, divided up, tokenized, as we call it, split into little pieces, and the pieces, the shares of that asset, be able to be owned and sold and bought and transferred between people really, really easy. But all we can do today is we can buy shares and stocks and bonds, really just these three different asset classes. And what VNX does is open up a completely different range of assets that you can buy. With the digital assets, it's much easier. Much more possibilities to do it, and VNX is one of the companies who's going to operate the next generation of stock exchanges, so distributed stock exchanges where these assets can be split and distributed, sold and bought by people. And I feel extremely strongly that this is a really revolutionary change in the way that financial technology is going to be used to help normal people own and invest in assets, not try to put old regulation on new technology. You need to have new regulation for new technology. And I think the Luxembourg ecosystem is developing that knowledge. The advantage of being in a relatively small country is there's good cooperation between the government, the regulator, the companies, and the trade associations. Once the companies, Bitflyer, Bitstamp, decided that they needed to be regulated, they recognized the need for that. They went to the regulator in Luxembourg and said what they were doing. The regulator identified the problems or the tasks that they were concerned about, and the companies were able to produce procedures that worked in that environment and map into it. The feedback around that was rather fast, so that within 6 months or so, the company was licensed or well on the way to being licensed and understood what it had to do and continues to operate today. If I compare that with many other countries, you get a lot of lobbying, you get a lot of interest from the established companies who are fighting them. Everything is a big drama. Here it's small. You sit in a little room together with everybody and fix it, make a solution. If you think back even to the start of the internet, everybody was very excited in 2000 about mobile internet, which we went through, and then it didn't deliver anything. And mobile internet didn't really start till 2005 or something like that. It went through a big hole where everybody was very disappointed. I think the blockchain industry is in the same state. And projects take time, and solutions take time, and implementation takes time. And one of the reasons I'm optimistic on new technology, if you look at the Skype became very popular in 2005. Voice over IP telephony, internet telephony, started 10 years before. Particularly in blockchain industry, there's a lot of very clever people working in this industry today. And I'm an optimist, and I think that if you have a lot of clever people working on something, probably they succeed at some time with something.
오늘 감사합니다. Thank you.
Thank you.